Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Genshin Impact playthrough session. We are finally continuing on. It's a race against the clock, somewhat, not really. We have enough time, technically speaking, for me to prioritize everything, but we are against the clock. It is the last couple of days winding down on version 2.6, and we have about 3 days left to wrap up the magnificent Irodori festival for Inazuma. We did finish Act 1 of the Irodori festival event with Venti and Albedo and Klee being introduced, going through the story of the 5 Kasen, these 5 poets. It's kind of like art imitating real life, right? The 5 Kasen, the 5 Gokuden schools, the Raiden Gokuden schools, kind of paralleling the stuff that happened in the past to things that are happening in the present with Xingqiu and his book series and whatnot. So I keep comparing it to like a murder mystery, but I really like the mystery factor of it. Not to mention, I'm a little gameplayed out. I mentioned it on the Resin Refresh podcast, but I have been a little gameplayed out recently with a lot of the exploration and big lore oriented gameplay that I've been doing, especially from like Enkanomiya to the Chasm. Eventually we're going to get Sumeru relatively soon, I'm assuming, within a couple of patches. So I'm actually really happy that this event seemingly has no like combat, like nothing that requires a lot of intense gameplay focus, where I can just listen to characters talk. Everything is voice acted. We get to see a lot of familiar faces and interactions with characters that we know and love, and it's a nice change of pace for me personally. I'm considered kind of like an outlier when it comes to the Genshin content creator. I play the game very differently than most people. My interests are very differently aligned than other players. I know most people won't have that similar opinion, but I definitely like the more laid-back approach to some of the events. Like the picture-taking event was nice. I was able to kind of take that a little bit more seriously, since I personally don't really take pictures in Genshin all that much. Being able to sit back, listen to characters talk, and piece together this mystery is a cool change of pace that's not overly intense and demanding, which is what I really need right now. So I like it too, because it kind of prevents me from burning out and everything else like that. So we actually are going to be getting into the Act 2 and potentially Act 2 side quests, which will most likely tie in other characters. We also did finish Klee and Yoimiya's side quest, which was so wholesome. Like, I'm gonna die of cuteness every single time that I see Klee on screen. And I also went and did the Stars Inscribe little side quest event here with some of the NPCs from Mondstadt. So I did get some of these. I did get respective poems for each part, and went and got all the items in question, just because it wasn't that involved to really feature on stream for the most part. Before we go to the docks, I believe Xingqiu is getting here today, so we are going to be shifting to Xingqiu focus, since Venti was the first focus of the first Kasen Suiko. I do want to interact with some of these NPCs real quick, because we've had this girl who's like cosplaying Yai Miko, so I do want to see what she says. And also, I realize that they are selling limited edition Irodori Festival beverages for this event that I didn't know. So I'm like super sad, because it's like the last 3 days of the event, and I think you can get one of these per day, which sucks that I'm only going to be able to get a total of 3. So we have the Rainbow Aster. So obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, unfortunately, you missed your window of opportunity. Also, 6,000 fucking Mora for 1 dandelion seed is highway robbery of the highest order. That's way worse than the fucking glaze lilies in Xingqiu Village. That shit's ridiculous. I'm not buying them, obviously. Obviously, I'm not buying them, but that's fucking insane. It's rare in Inazuma because it's basically like region exclusive to Mondstadt, but that is insane. But yeah, so they got the Rainbow Aster here, a unique drink having featured in the famous light novel Pretty Please Kitsune Guji. It has since been brought to life by Sailing Breeze in collaborations with Yai Publishing House, along with its fantastic flavor. As this version does not contain any bean product, hey, that means Ito can drink it. It is slightly different from the special limited event that was available during the Irodori festival, but this also means that there's no risk to triggering any bean allergies. Oni, you can enjoy this drink as well. All right, so we're gonna talk to Rika really quick before we head down. Welcome back, Almighty Shogun. Almighty Shogun? Don't worry about it too much. This is just something they say in the novel. I mean, Pretty Please Kitsune Guji is a tale of a loser shogun in the Kitsune Guji who can do it all. You know, did I ask Lady Yai if publishing such a novel was all right? But Lady Yai just said, don't worry about it. As long as it sells, it's all good. And in fact, the book actually sold pretty well. But every time I look at the text, I can only think, our shogun truly is a forgiving soul. Yeah. Damn, you made a book about the almighty shogun taking an L? Sheesh, you're lucky she didn't cut you right then and there. What are those ears? Oh, they're just a prop, as is this Shrine Maiden costume that I'm wearing. Actually, I'm just a part-time employee at Yai Publishing House, and my job this time is to act as one of the characters in the light novel to advertise a collaborative drink. She's on the clock right now, basically. About the event drink. Oh, you mean Rainbow Aster. This is the drink that the Kitsune Guji made for the main character, the Shogun, when the latter was ill. It has a most refreshing taste owing to the addition of mint, as well as calla lilies from Mondstadt. After drinking it, the main character realizes that the Kitsune Guji is not angry, but was instead being supportive all this time, and so becomes able to overcome a crisis. After the novel came out, Yai Publishing House had received a constant stream of letters from readers expressing interest in having such a drink. We've used this occasion of the Irodori Festival to develop the drink alongside Sailing Breeze. And that is called Synergy, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it. Xingqiu is here. Let's go. My boy. Oh, is he here?
Hi there! You must be visiting from Liyue to participate in the Irodori Festival. We'll be your guides, and we'll take you onto the island.
That's the guy from the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Is it Paimon, or have we met somewhere before?
Yeah, Zoo.
Yes, in fact, we have. I'm Shu.
Yeah, Shu.
Aboard this ship, we have calligraphers, painters, and even players.
Let's go. Also, that's Child's voice actor. Oh my god, it's literally Childs. How did I not realize this back during freaking the start of the game?
The inventor of Theater Mechanicus previously came to the Feiyun Commerce Guild seeking investment. Although the guild manager was not interested, Master still wanted to support them.
I can't unhear Childs. How unfortunate.
We heard that they'd be demonstrating the game and letting people try Theater Mechanicus at the Irodori Festival. So the guild manager instructed Master and I to take the opportunity to come to Inazuma and investigate the product's potential.
Oh, speaking of which, where's the young master?
Hey, yo, save the best for last.
Master, he's
reading a book, all right, I'm sure.
Whoa.
Oh.
Xingqiu's just sitting there, sound asleep.
The majestic, chivalristic individual.
What?
Ah, good morning.
Oh. It's the traveler in Paimon. I presume you are guests in Inazuma as well? It seems fate has destined our paths to cross once again.
Oh my god, he's back. Xingqiu's back, dude. The uncrowned king. The unsung hero of Genshin Impact, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Irodori Festival.
Xingqiu, how have you been?
Please, no need to worry. I was a little too caught up in a novel on the voyage here.
Of course.
When I finally realized what time it was, the first rays of dawn were already peeking over the horizon. Yes, now that we've arrived, the Kanjo Commission will likely wish to inspect our invitation letter. Let's keep it in hand, shall we?
Sure.
Huh? That's odd.
Uh-oh. Where's my book?
There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange.
Wait!
I don't recall seeing it there before.
Oh no! Calculated! What the hell? Did the person know that Xingqiu would be here?
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
What the fuck? Who's this 10-head mastermind? Bro, what the hell? Dude, someone's playing like a fucking big brain play right now. All right, so this is Aoi no Okina, the 5 Kasen Splendor. The 5 Kasen Splendor, Aoi no Okina. So this is the blue person. Glorious court life was my youth, and my old age a moonlit haze. I had not wished to behave so treacherously, but my very life was threatened. So I sought out my old work and hid them in my clothes. I did not understand the reason behind all that has happened, only that the mysterious person's motivations must be perverse. This poem was dedicated to Akihito, who to my very sorrow was banished. Interesting.
That about it. It's from the same series as the story we found before. Even the handwriting looks exactly the same.
The story you found before?
Oh, yeah, in the warehouse
Down by where your books were stolen. Paimon, stop.
By the poem hunt competition.
Look at the traveler's face. He's like, Paimon, what the fuck are you doing? I thought I could trust you.
Yeah, that's it. A friend of ours is on retail to paint portraits of the 5 Kasen.
Uh-oh.
You know, as part of the Irodori Festival. Poetic stories about the 5 Kasen have been hidden in various places nearby.
So, like, we know that Albedo and Xingqiu collaborated on the book because we read character bios around these parts, but the traveler doesn't know that yet. So it's going to be really cool to see Albedo and Xingqiu interacting. I think that'd be kind of cool.
If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours, then there's a chance you'll become the model
Wait a moment.
Ah!
So you mean that...
Oh no, he's on to us. Paimon, you're so terrible at making up stories. Shut your damn mouth. This is why I tell you to shut up every week during Child's Fight. You can't be trusted.
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
What do you mean on the spot? We've had like a couple of days to plan this out, all right?
There's a chance of meeting Calx in person?
Oh my god, they both have fucking pen names. Wait, have they not met? Have they just been collaborating? Right, because they're from different regions. I thought that they will have met by now. Oh my god. They've only interacted through their pen name and probably through messages. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, you could say that.
I had no idea.
Really? That's wonderful. I knew that Calx would attend the Irodori festival, but convincing my father to let me come to Inazuma was proving to be quite the high hurdle. I had to really rack my mind to come up with the excuse of evaluating the investment value of Theater Mechanicus.
I heard it's not very good. You can avoid that investment.
Just a few days later, word then came that Calx would be busy painting portraits of the 5 Kasen
Let's
during the festival.
go. That's the homie.
It is a most rare opportunity for both Calx and I to be in Inazuma together, but it seemed he would be too busy with the portraits to meet with me. So I felt quite disappointed for some time now.
Damn, that's so awesome, man. So they've only been online friends, like technically like online friends until now, right? Obviously the internet doesn't exist, but they've only interacted like long distance.
Don't worry, Xingqiu. Even though Calx has work to do, he still has time to see friends. We can take you to see him.
Oh my
right
god,
now.
that means Xingqiu might meet Klee too. Dude, my heart can't handle this.
Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Yeah.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, my works have drawn little interest in Liyue.
Liyue people.
However, the novels are selling quite well in Inazuma with the help of Calx's beautiful illustrations.
Yeah, it's because you write like a dictionary.
Calx is not only a skilled artist, but he also carries out his craft with great alacrity.
Alacrity.
I heard that it took him merely a few hours to finish the illustrations for the latest chapter.
Let me know what alacrity means. I've never heard that word before, but Xingqiu's on another level of sophistication, so I don't blame him for using these words of elegance.
But when I looked at the art, the brushwork did not even look the slightest bit rushed. His work is truly exquisite.
Yeah, that's my boy, dude, Albedo.
Oh my, I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart, quickly now.
Oh my god, I fucking love this festival already, dude. I love it.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Xingqiu's attention and keep the situation under wraps.
Paimon!
Let's just hope we don't let anything slip while meeting Albedo.
Yeah, what do you mean we? Let's hope you don't make anything slip. Oh, here we go. What the blue flowers left behind. Oh my god, Calx, I'm a big fan.
Traveler, Paimon, how are you? And who is this?
Oh my
accompanying you?
god, this is so they're meeting for the first time.
You must be Calx. It's a great pleasure to finally meet you. I am the author of A Legend of Sword, forgive me.
The first name?
It's rude of me to introduce myself by my pen name when meeting in person.
Xingqiu.
Call me Xingqiu.
Oh my god, this is so freaking awesome, man.
And you may call me Albedo, then.
It's this shit that I play Genshin for, honestly. I know that that's blasphemous to say in the Genshin Impact content creator community, but like, I don't give a fuck about damage, Spiral Abyss, combat, any of that shit. Like, I love this stuff, man.
No, that would be most improper.
Why not? Seeing as we're both friends of the Traveler, it'd be more convenient for us to use our real names.
Dude, I am the glue that connects everything in this world. All characters, they're all connected through your boy.
Besides, we've already corresponded with each other many times before. In fact, I feel a bit self-conscious seeing you act so politely.
Yeah, give it time, Albedo. Pretty soon he's gonna have you running errands while he's reading a book all day.
It's not just you, Albedo. We haven't seen Xingqiu act this awkward before either.
I've learned some new tips on manners today.
You guys, it's certainly not good taste for you two to be teasing me like that.
Ah, come on. It's all in good fun.
Oh, by the way, we happened to find a story from the poem hunt competition at the docks. I heard that you are collecting them.
Uh-oh, here we go. Albedo, act cool, act chill, don't pull a Paimon.
Poem hunt?
He's the worst person to just play off something like that.
You know, that thing where we have to find pieces of paper with stories of the 5 Kasen? he was allowed to be a model for one of your portraits.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, Albedo. Come on!
Oh, yes, that's right.
Okay, Albedo understands. He understands subtlety. Sheesh! Oh, we're gonna get a cutscene for Xingqiu as well,
I
then?
understand the story now. Thank you. It's very helpful.
Ooh.
Splendid. Though, I'm still piecing together the story myself. Would you kindly explain it to me in more detail?
All right, so someone stole the green guy's poem, and the blue guy apparently is being threatened or something like that. And this is a metaphor because your books got stolen.
If all of you are free, why don't we discuss this over a meal?
Ooh, Uyu restaurant.
Well, about that.
Do you have other plans, Xingqiu?
No, not at all. Speaking of dining, Shimura's unagi chasuke is quite delicious. Would you like to go there?
Sheesh.
Unfortunately, today is...
Uyu restaurant.
How about Uyu restaurant
Oh my
instead?
god, that place is actually worth mentioning after all.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my luggage. Let's meet later at Uyu restaurant.
Let's go.
Something didn't quite add up just now.
Huh? No way. Paimon thinks we acted well together. Did we say something we weren't supposed to?
Maybe you.
No, Paimon, I'm not referring to us. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
Xingqiu is a little sus. Oh no. I swear to God, that better not be sus Beto in disguise. I swear to fucking God.
Xingqiu's suspicious. Hey, what are you two talking about?
Oh no.
Paimon.
Does he know,
you read
maybe?
The poem, right? Although it may seem confusing to Xingqiu on its own, what if we read it together with a previous poem we found?
Read them together? Let's see.
All right, let's try to piece this mystery.
Suiko lost Aoi no Okina's poem in a drunken stupor.
Okay.
So, Aoi no Okina recovered the poem and gave it to some mysterious person.
Oh, it was Aoi Okina's poem that he lost. I thought it was his own.
Could today's story be hinting that the one who stole the latest copies of A Legend of Sword is Xingqiu himself?
What the fuck? No way. That doesn't make any sense.
No way, that can't be right. Xingqiu only arrived in Inazuma this morning.
I wonder if I'm able to piece it together right now or if I honestly just need more information, because I'm a little confused.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. If Xingqiu had only just arrived in Inazuma, how could he recommend Shimura's chasuke?
Wait, what the fuck? Maybe he just knows about it. Like, he could know about that, right? That's like a location. He doesn't have to be there personally to know.
Moreover, he didn't raise any questions when I suggested another place because of the windy weather. This means he knows that Shimura's is an open-air restaurant.
Xingqiu, what's going on, dude?
Are you saying that Xingqiu has already been in Inazuma for some time? And that he's only pretending he just arrived?
He was sitting on the bench while everyone else was already getting off the boat. So that does kind of make sense, but it'd be weird like if we walked by him and we didn't notice.
Yes, that is indeed my conclusion.
Oh shit, what the fuck? So does he already know that his books are missing? And maybe he's just seeing how we're playing it out?
But how could Xingqiu be the book thief? His mission is to fight for justice, isn't it? There's no way he'd do something against his own ideals.
That is true too. Maybe he's doing it to bring the culprit out into the open, like he's trying to like misdirect somebody.
Calm down, Paimon. Even though this is the first time I've met Xingqiu in person, we've communicated via letters for some time now.
Yeah, see?
I do have some understanding of his character.
Okay.
I think there must be some deeper motive at play here. The story also tells us that Aoi no Okina flees with a poem because
He
of a
was threatened, yeah.
Could Xingqiu be in danger?
It's difficult to say at this point. But given that Uyu restaurant is indoors, it'll be easy for us to detect anyone following or eavesdropping on us.
Okay.
I think it should be safe for us to talk there.
All right, I gotta scope out that place and see who's in there before
I'll be
we sit
relying on your
down.
assistance to get to the bottom of this matter.
I got you, fam.
Then let's head to Uyu restaurant.
Dude, the plot is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal right now.
How do you mind?
This is getting kind of spicy, no cap. Shikanoe and Hazel been real quiet since Detective Albedo landed in Inazuma. That is so funny. Shikanoe and Hazel, where you at, my dude? I need a case solved, my guy. Ooh, you restaurant?
I don't see anyone suspicious around. It seems clear for the moment. Let's go inside and wait for Xingqiu.
That's what they want us to think, Albedo.
This whole thing's starting to make Paimon a little nervous. What do we do? And what do we talk about when Xingqiu gets here?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, clearly the book is the big talking point of the festival for him and Albedo.
First, we must ascertain whether Xingqiu was already in Inazuma or not.
Okay.
If we can find evidence of him deceiving us, then we can use it as leverage to persuade him to tell us the truth.
I wonder if Xingqiu is under, like, duress right now. And, like, he wants to say something, but he can't for some reason.
Since we're still waiting for him, why don't you go and chat with other guests in the restaurant and see if you can learn anything useful?
All right, let's do it. We got a few people talk around the place. The owner, we have this lady. All right, let me talk to the owner really quick. Hello, sir.
Hello there. What can I get for you?
Some information would be nice.
Hi, do you have any special recommendations today?
Why, of course. I personally recommend our freshly caught seafood. It's been pouring these past 2 days, so the fishing boats haven't been able to sail at all. But the weather finally cleared up today, so we have some fresh catch.
So the weather at sea has been bad these past few days?
Okay, that's some valuable information. I'm trying to think about what Xingqiu said at the beginning when he mentioned that he was reading a book on the boat while it was coming over. So I wonder if that's gonna conflict at all.
It sure has. A few guests from Liyue were just telling me that their boat was heaving and rolling all the way here. They couldn't do anything but sleep the entire trip.
Wait. So if they could sleep the entire trip, why was Xingqiu tired? Why was he sleeping? He did say he was reading a book, so maybe he was distracted and it kept him from sleeping?
Oh, this might be some useful information.
I can't wait to find out that that Xingqiu gets like seasick, because then it's like, okay, that's weird.
The last phase of the Irodori festival is when they release the all-new publications. The one I'm really looking forward to is A Legend of Sword.
Yeah, let's hope you get it.
That's right. A signed first edition is going to become quite the collectible. I've got to get my hands on a copy.
Okay.
I've seen Genyu's signature before. His handwriting is super neat. He must be really diligent about his style.
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a good look at him then. I hear that he's actually pretty young.
All right.
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that? Not only will Xingqiu be signing novels at the release, but his handwriting is super neat?
How is that sus? Like, is it sus that someone has super neat handwriting? I don't know. For right now, though, I guess we just have to piece all this together.
Albedo, what should we talk about when Xingqiu gets here? Any ideas?
The way that they said his handwriting is neat is like, does he not have good handwriting?
I will try to break the ice by talking about our work on novels and illustrations.
Is someone trying to impersonate Xingqiu?
If he really is hiding something, then he might feel even more nervous than we do. If we start by talking about our work creating novels, perhaps he will lower his guard.
Oh, come to think of it, Xingqiu mentioned that he'd like to thank you for finishing the illustrations on time. He said they looked amazing despite the time you had.
Is that so? That is also a very valuable clue.
Is it? Oh my god. All right, Xingqiu, this is gonna be an awkward lunch.
Delicious. Inazuman cuisine largely consists of fresh seafood, which is certainly to my liking.
Really now? Seafood, you say? Weather's been pretty great, no? Great time to go fishing and all that?
That's good. We were worried you might not have an appetite because you didn't sleep well.
Aether looks so fucking monka sus, dude. He's just like, he's side-eyeing Xingqiu like, bro, what is going on right now?
Now's our chance. Let's talk to Xingqiu and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking him about the journey.
Oh, that's good. We're gonna catch him red-handed. Talk about his thoughts regarding the journey.
Well, I've never embarked on such a long journey before. Though I was quite excited when we set off, the long days at sea quickly became most monotonous.
Most monotonous? Like nothing exciting happened? No sea storms? No violent waves?
Speaking of the journey, did anything noteworthy happen along the way?
It's so weird that we're trying to suss him out, but Aether and Paimon are smiling like, yo, like I'm waiting to catch you in a lie right now.
Well, to be honest, I spent most of the trip with my nose in a novel.
That's in character. That's understandable, but like, was it easy or difficult to read?
Well, that didn't tell us much.
Yeah, nothing that we already knew. Talk about the scenery of the journey.
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. Just water all around, morning to night. The sheer monotony of the trip caused everyone to grow a little impatient. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally appeared in the distance as we approached the islands of Inazuma, everyone crowded the deck to have a look.
Why would he be lying, though? Like, I don't understand.
However, the ship sailed along at a crawling pace. It took a whole day from the time we saw the mountain peak to the time we docked.
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far.
No, there was something really sus.
Oh, right! If it took an entire day to reach the dock,
It's been raining for multiple days.
the time they saw the top of the mountain.
Exactly.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss creating novels with Xingqiu.
I did not think that seeing Xingqiu after like so long would result in me sussing him out for being nefarious for something. Illustrations?
Speaking of illustrations, Albedo, I've long wished to express my sincerest gratitude for providing the illustrations in my novel. My novel didn't sell well in Liyue, so I must admit that I had some reservations regarding its potential. Yet you've consistently managed to select the most important scene of the chapter for your illustrations.
Okay.
This made me feel as though what I was trying to express could be understood after all.
I really want to like take in these moments wholeheartedly, but like I'm in such detective mode right now that I'm just trying to find anything that would make him suspicious.
Thank you. However, I took some risks in the illustrations, so I'm feeling slightly uneasy myself.
Risks?
Light novel illustrations are typically centered around the characters, but this time, I adopted a different approach in the illustration for the last chapter.
Oh.
Well, that scene was intended to depict the change in the world, so I thought it very fitting to draw only scenery.
I have no idea. I haven't read the book yet, so I have no idea what they're talking about. Also, the latest chapter just came out for the festival, so I don't know if this is significant at all.
Doesn't sound like anything suspicious has come up so far.
Okay.
No, there was a crack in his alibi.
Oh,
My illustrations were sent for printing the moment they arrived in Inazuma.
that's true.
So, logically speaking, there's no way he could possibly know what the illustrations look like.
Bro, what is happening? Dude, I can't believe so much of the first act is following up on information for the second act. I didn't realize I was supposed to pay attention to like the time of the printing as well. The fact that immediately after he was like, all right, we got to get this shit going. That is true. Holy fuck, dude. This is like 2000 IQ. Holy moly. Uh-oh.
Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
All right, step into my office, sir. Enough of this bullshit.
Why the solemn looks all of a sudden?
Xingqiu, what's with the facade? Why are you being sussed?
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki told us earlier that actually the weather at sea was very bad these last few days. So when you said that everyone came running to the deck to see Mount Yogo, that couldn't have happened.
All right, Paimon, relax.
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed at the Irodori festival.
So how would you know?
Even we, the creators, haven't received a sample copy. And if that's the case, how could you know what my illustrations look like?
Oh, Xingqiu, please have a reasonable explanation for this.
Well,
Please just say you're under duress.
The jig's up, Xingqiu. You were already in Inazuma before today, weren't you? Are you in some kind of danger but can't tell us the truth?
That's what I'm thinking.
Don't worry. The Traveler and Albedo are no pushovers. We can help you.
no, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitably taking its toll on my mind. I didn't notice for a moment that you were testing me at all.
Oh, damn.
I did in fact come to Inazuma early to handle some things. Let me consider how to explain this. Oh, this is most embarrassing.
He's like, I'm a big Miss Hina fan.
Oh,
Oh,
this isn't
Venti!
a coincidence. I didn't expect to see everyone.
Your god has arrived.
Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
Wow, the whole squad.
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines. I didn't want to miss the opportunity to taste them.
You're gonna get drunk now.
Paimon knew you couldn't possibly be up to anything good.
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of good tidings.
God, I'm so happy to have Venti back.
I just bumped into Kujo Sara a moment ago.
Ooh!
She said that the Tenryou Commission has apprehended the criminal who stole all those copies of A Legend of Sword. You needn't worry about it any longer.
Did he just drop that in front of Xingqiu?
The criminal who stole A Legend of Sword?
Oh, Venti, where's the discretion, my dude? We went this whole time not saying anything.
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh my god, you've gotta be Of course it would. You can't get more tone deaf than that. Oh, Paimon's gonna have at you now.
Oh no. The person they apprehended. Was it by chance an editor named Onodera?
Wait, what?
Apologies, Kujo-Sara didn't mention a name. But I saw her taking someone toward Hanamizaka.
Uh-oh.
Everyone, it's too late to explain. We must make haste and rescue Onodera.
Wait, what? Bro, I'm so lost. Okay, so he's not exactly sus. He's covering up for something else that happened, and it has to do with Onodera, one of the editors that was like behind on his work or whatever. Yae Miko was like, hey, I'll give you a few days. Your work's very important. You got to make sure this is up to code. And now he's the one that presumably stolen all the books, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So, hello, Mr. Shimura. My chat told me to talk to you. A few days ago, a handsome young fellow came here to eat. From the way he dressed, he was probably from Liyue. Oh, Xingqiu came here to eat? Oh, it's me. I'm the handsome guy from Liyue. But when I asked him if he was here to take part in the Irodori festival, he shifted his gaze away and he tried to divert the conversation. That's rather odd. Indeed, but he dressed so well, I didn't think that he would be some sort of troublemaker. Yeah, and this is the food that he recommended, the unagi shizuke. Huh, interesting. So he was here before, which is why he recommended this restaurant. Oh, Kujo-Sara, what's going on?
Please, wait. Onodera is innocent.
Okay, Onodera, can we please just figure something out?
Oh, so you must be the author of A Legend of Sword.
Yes.
I didn't expect to see others tagging along with you.
Anyway, you mustn't take him away. I can explain everything.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I've just explained everything to Madame Kujo, and Kuroda has testified for me.
Okay, so we still don't know what's happening.
Yes. In fact, we were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, phew. What a relief.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Does everyone else here already know?
I don't.
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched 2 additional squads here in order to prevent the suspect from escaping.
Well, apparently it's an embarrassing story, so maybe Xingqiu doesn't want other people to know. This guy's over here chuckling.
Xingqiu looks pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
I bet it has to do with his signature?
Though it's most embarrassing, it appears quite a few people are aware of the situation now. There's no use keeping it a secret.
Okay. You like reading shoujo manga? It's okay.
In the end, I'm the one responsible for this whole predicament.
He's like, I wanted to change my story up.
No, Xingqiu. It's only appropriate that I take responsibility for this. Everyone, please let me explain.
Okay, someone needs to explain.
For the Irodori Festival, I recommended the idea of selling newly released novels signed by the authors.
And that one guy was like, yeah, I can't wait to get a signature. It's so neat. And it's like, no, it's not. Wait. Hold on. I think I know what's going on here. What I'm thinking is what's happening is that Xingqiu is so embarrassed by his handwriting that he offered Onodera to take all of the books, forge his signature because his signature is better. That's the only thing I can think of. And he would have to take all the books, preemptively write out the signature, give them back to Xingqiu, and then during the festival, Xingqiu just pretends he's writing it out so he doesn't have to be embarrassed and made fun of by the fact that he's got bad handwriting. Hold on, I gotta see if this plays out.
Not only was this the first major project I was in charge of since joining the Yae publishing house, but Lady Yae also gave me a lot of support.
Okay.
However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors in advance. As a result, it caused a great deal of trouble for Xingqiu.
So that's why he was apprehensive at the beginning?
Yes, to be frank, calligraphy is not my strong point, so signing events are really not my forte.
Even though such an event will be difficult for Xingqiu, after telling him how important the plans were to me, he immediately boarded a ship to Inazuma to come up with a solution. So these past few days, Xingqiu has been actively practicing his handwriting. However, it takes time to sign each book, and we realized the time we reserved for the signing was not nearly enough.
Okay, so I guess I was somewhat kind of close, but he came here to practice, not to have him do it for him. I'll kind of take that, all right? That was like 4.5 head.
So I came up with the idea of moving the new books from the warehouse to my place. That way, Xingqiu could use these few days to sign them all.
I'm taking credit for that, okay? I was close enough.
I thought everything would work out without a hitch.
This is 2.5 head
I
for
never
me.
expected that someone would immediately realize that the books were missing from the warehouse.
Holy shit.
To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with Xingqiu in my house these past few days. I had no idea that the situation had turned into such a huge mess. All of this happened because I wanted to prove myself through this event.
Onodera, I agreed to your proposal because I didn't want the readers to know of my unsightly handwriting. Also, I knew that Onodera had been misled by one of my prior signatures.
Damn.
At a previous event, the Yair publishing house had requested autographs of authors, so I practiced tirelessly for an entire day to finally deliver a stylish and elegant signature for the event. But looking back on it now, I had dug myself into a hole by delivering that nice signature for the sake of my pride.
Yeah, because then that kind of gave them false expectations of, oh, he can do this. And then it's like, actually, I can't.
Hey, come on, you two. Loosen up a little. The theft was nothing more than a simple misunderstanding. Besides, everyone has something they do not wish others to see.
That's true.
Yeah, that's right. All that matters is that Xingqiu and his books are okay.
Onodera,
For now.
I think you should explain the truth regarding the stolen books to the rest of the people on Rito.
I mean, were they really stolen? They were just, like, relocated.
Yes, I understand. I'll apologize to everyone.
But then again, that caused a lot of fucking problems, and he was a hermit the whole time, so we never knew.
We should probably be heading back to Rito as well. Let's tag along.
But we still have 2 more acts, so, like, how does this go any further if we now know the result of what happened to the books? All right, we're here, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, sir.
Onodera, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be on leave these few days?
I done goofed, sir. Fade to black.
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera, but why didn't you tell everyone earlier?
That's true.
If you had told us, we could have thought of some ways to help you.
That's right. We're a team, and we should be helping each other in tough situations like this.
Yeah, you kind of, like, dragged everyone down. Now it's just more work to pick up.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Xingqiu with his signatures. How is your progress so far?
Let's not talk about that, sir.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past few days, I've only finished perhaps 1/10 of the signatures.
Sheesh.
Oh, no wonder Xingqiu looked so sleepy today.
That makes sense, man. A part of my logic goes out the window where I'm like, Xingqiu is chivalrous. He's all about justice. He's all about doing the right thing. But when I'm sussing someone out, I'm like, but would they actually do this? So I kind of feel bad now that I sussed him so hard.
I understand. Murata, go back to the Yair publishing house and get Aratani to book a room on the 2nd floor of the Uyu restaurant.
Oh, shit.
We'll be using it for Xingqiu's emergency calligraphy lessons.
Holy crap. Yo, free sides.
Yes, Mr. Hirayama. It just so happens that my brother is a calligrapher. Should I ask him to lend his assistance as well?
Damn.
Yes, good idea. You've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today. We've worked with them before, so I'll go and ask them to help out too.
Everyone pitch in.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Xingqiu. I'm sure you can do it. Didn't you finish the last chapter of your novel in just 1 week's time?
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
That's true.
Even though Xingqiu still has to deal with his handwriting issue, Paimon somehow feels a little relieved now.
Yeah.
I always used to prefer working alone in my workshop, but I've come to realize that solving problems with others also has its merits.
Hey, he's talking about us, chat.
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person who has been leaving important info for us along the way.
This actually hits a little close to home for me, Xingqiu's whole approach, because I mentioned it during our exploration of the chasm, but I used to have terrible handwriting as a kid, to where now I have really neat, deliberate handwriting that I'm happy about, that I'm proud of. I don't know, this kind of hits a little close to home, like being someone that used to have bad handwriting but doesn't anymore.
You mean whoever left behind those stories about the 5 Kasen?
Yeah, we only got 2 of them so far, but like, what now?
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
That poem hunting thing was a ruse. We lied to you.
Oh, right. We haven't had a chance to explain things to Xingqiu yet.
True. Fade to black.
I see. It appears that Onodera and I were spotted when we were moving the books. Albedo, may I ask you one thing? Are you able to include me in a portrait as well?
Let's go!
Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that story, but I also hope that I'll remember this lesson.
I wonder if there's gonna be another animation.
No problem. Considering the similarities between the portrait and the events that have taken place, your proposal is very reasonable.
Okay. Let's go!
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself.
Hey, look at
this
that!
Turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions.
Black?
All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Okay. Is that Kuronushi? Kuronushi's black. Oh my god, that's fucking scary.
It really is something. He finished the portrait of
Wow.
in no time at all.
That portrait looks even better than the last one. That looks so nice.
Wonder how Xingqiu's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Restaurant. Hey, do you think whoever left those stories for us could be hiding somewhere nearby?
It's a possibility.
Oh, hello? Mr. Story Writer? Are you here? Could you please help Xingqiu with something?
Oh boy.
He's a friend of ours, and the release of his new book is super important to him.
Shut the hell up, we're trying to sleep.
What's that sound?
Oh, it's a cat.
It was just a cat. Looks like we can't make them reveal themselves.
Paimon's just screaming at the top of her lungs in the dead of night right now.
It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest.
Oh,
we
man.
still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Oh, that's sus. That's kind of sus. Oh my god. Who's over there? Oh, god damn it, game. Who's over here? I know you're fucking there, okay? Can't pull the wool over my eyes. God damn it, they got away, Paimon. You were talking too much. Oh man, this art looks so nice. Aoi Okina's likeness. This is Aoi Okina's likeness as done by Albedo. Xingqiu was the model for this portrait, and it depicts Aoi Okina stealing away the poems that he himself had written, complete with some special touches from Xingqiu's own Liyue-style clothing. That shit looks so fucking sick, man. Suiko, in a drunken stupor, loses the poem from the owner themselves, which gets him, like, in trouble with the Shogun. So he deliberately sets up Suiko to get in trouble, but he does it under duress to a third person for reasons unbeknownst to us yet. And the person is in black in the background, which might be Kuronushi, because Kuronushi is the black color. But the poem was dedicated to Akahito, who's red, which is the next person. It involves Kazuha. I know Kazuha's in the event. He's all over the place. Like, his entire aesthetic is red. So the source material does state that Aoi Okina is a much older person, but oh well, Miko probably won't mind. Nice, 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 man. Very, very well done. I really like this murder mystery and how it's playing out so far. I was kind of 4.5 head on figuring out why Xingqiu was here. It wasn't as nefarious. It wasn't like, hey, I want someone else to do my work for me. It was like, my work sucks, I need it to be better. All right, so that's 2 Kasen down. I'm like super motivated to keep going. Like, that second act got me so hyped to just see what else comes along. The next session that we're gonna do is going to be the side quest, and depending on how I feel after the side quest, we'll probably jump immediately into Act 3 if I'm still feeling up for it. But that was incredible. That was really entertaining. I'm really liking the festival. I just love that I'm just listening to characters talk, putting together this plot and seeing where it goes. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out.